the transformational show about life, laughter, and the pursuit of happiness, delivered by good people doing good business and good things. We're your trustworthy resource for sharing personal stories and quality content conveyed with a hint of humor and a supersized side of sincerity. Why? To enhance the quality of your life, give you more professional, personal, and financial freedom, and to promote patriotism. All of our guests and experts' information and their shows are listed on our website, everythinghometalkshow.com. I'm your host, Michele Swinick. Thanks for listening to Everything Home, and enjoy the show. This is our new segment, Stories Needing Sharing, where we showcase people that you need to know about. These 4 guests are members of the Everything Home Socially Conscious Referral Network and Marketplace, so we wanted to support them since they really are good people doing good business and good things. First up, Neal Bawa with Grocapitus and Multifamily U, then followed by Taylor Wellman with Financial Potion. Next, Steve Sipress with CEO Scottsdale and Successful Selling Systems. That's a lot of S's, Steve. And finally, Aimee Carlson, the host of the Toxin Terminator podcast. Enjoy the show. My special guest is a past guest of mine and a member of the Everything Home Socially Conscious Referral Network and Marketplace, Neal Bawa. He is the CEO and founder of Grocapitus Investments and the founder and lead instructor of Multifamily U. Neal, I always love having you on the show because our conversations, they just flow, kind of like an orchestra leader where you just want to pay attention, and you got this nice little flow when it comes to the information that you deliver. So I will let you give a little bit more about your background, the company, the amazing webinars and seminars that you have on the Multifamily U.
Thank you, and that's music to my ears. Pun intended for the orchestra, piece. Grocapitus is a real estate investment company. We see America changing and turning. It's becoming a renter nation, and we're using data analytics and that mega trend to drive profits for our investors. We have about 500 investors actively investing. We buy properties all over the U.S. Currently, last year, I believe we bought close to $200 million worth of properties, mostly multifamily. We also love to teach, so we take all of the data and analytics and insights that we have, and we present them for free on a website called multifamilyu.com. That's the letter U. And about 30 or 40,000 people that are interested in real estate come to that website and learn about real estate trends, long-term trends, economic trends, and how they affect your real estate profits.
It's a great website, great content, just such great information. And you don't even have to be a real estate investor or care about real estate, but it applies to what I think is information that people should just know about the economy and how things operate in general.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's something that I'm very passionate about.
And do you want to give your website information so that way people can get to contact you or at least start learning and following?
Absolutely. Well, the right place to start is a website called multifamilyu.com. That's multifamily followed by the letter u.com. And we host a webinar there every week about these sorts of topics. So everything from how the banking changed real estate to what the tax impact is going to be of tax laws in 2020 and 100 other topics. So come in. Take the webinars. They're not pitchy at all. There's no sales pitch. They're an hour long, so they're just perfect for you to consume knowledge and learn from it. So multifamilyu.com.
Perfect. You said consume knowledge. That's all you're trying to do is give people the right tools, quality content, so they could learn something. And thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Neal. I appreciate it. And I'm looking so forward to the next show. And we're going to definitely do, I don't want to say an hour, but I'm going to milk all the time that I can from you and suck all the knowledge out that you want to deliver to the audience. So thank you so much for always just being a wonderful guest.
Thanks for having me on the show again, Michele.
Well, my next guest is a wonderful supporter of ours, and she is also a member of the Everything Home Socially Conscious Referral Network at Marketplace. She is part of our program where any of our listeners ever hire her company to do their video marketing services. She's actually donating 10% of the proceeds that she receives back to our movement, which financially supports vets, pets, and kids. We always want to make sure that those special experts that we work with are promoted, not only because they're great at what they do, but they're really giving back to the communities. I've got Taylor Wellman. She is the owner of Financial Potion, and they are the video marketing experts. So Taylor, how are you today?
Doing great, Michele. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad that you decided to be a part of our community at even a deeper level, and anything that I can do to support someone like yourself who not only does great work, but is a very big supporter of the community, I am there. Tell the listeners a little bit about your organization, anything that you want to let them know about you, and obviously website and anything else that you have to offer.
Wonderful. Thank you. So we do provide video marketing solutions to business owners and entrepreneurs. And what that means is from thought to distribution. So we help people with their scripting, with their production using our 4K quality cameras. We are FAA certified for commercial drone use. That means those cool aerial photos and videos that you see, we can capture those as well. We provide professional editing, and then we also make sure that their videos don't collect digital dust. Many production companies can do a great job at producing a video. However, they'll send it off to the client and then kind of wish them good luck. However, we want to make sure that people are really using their videos, to benefit their businesses. And so we make sure that we either provide training or management services so that way people are correctly optimizing their videos on YouTube, which is the number 2 used search engine. We help people on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And so all these platforms, are marketing to different target demographics, but all of them really favor video content. And so that's why we want to make sure that we're helping people get that content on there. And we do love working with people in the community, and that's why we're happy to be a part of this organization and give back. My mother's a vet, I have pets, and I now have a little child too. And so definitely want to do what I can to give back.
Oh, you are the complete package. As far as social media, I think the component that you have now where you're doing more support and helping with promotion is extremely beneficial to the client and critical because there's a lot of people on social media. There's a lot of videos now because they're so popular, kind of a lot of noise. And with all these algorithms, it seems like you could have 5,000 quote unquote friends, but only a very small portion ever see anything that you're posting. You want to give any specifics information on that? Because I think that is such an added value that you're giving to your clients.
Oh, thank you. And every platform is different. And so that's why it's really important to have a strategy session to, learn what you really should be doing. And so we do offer complimentary strategy sessions with people where we're going to really take a deep dive into what you're currently doing with your marketing, even provide audits to really highlight what you're doing well and what are some areas of focus that we want to pay attention to and enhance. So that way you are getting the organic reach that you're looking for. And we make sure we stay on top of those algorithm changes because they do them, sometimes twice a year, at the least once a year. Those algorithms are changing, and so you need to change with those algorithms in order to get seen.
So important, and just full service, because a lot of people, if they're out there trying to develop their business and grow it and market, and they don't have time to do all of these things and learn when these algorithms change or the inside tips about how to make a video better or to even get the exposure. So working with somebody like Taylor and Financial Potion is critical nowadays with all of the information that's out there. You've got to hire the professionals that really know what they're doing. And Taylor is definitely number one on my list when it comes to anything to do with video. And I know that you and I are talked about me taking that plunge, which I know I have to do it soon, but you'll make it less scary for sure. I have confidence in that.
Yes, we always love to have fun. We make sure things are very well organized. And really that's one of my biggest tips for people too is to don't overstress it. I know some people get nervous about how they look or how they sound. But I always say if you're willing to go out to the grocery store, then you should be willing to do videos because at least with video, unless it's live, you can take multiple takes. You can't do that when you're out in public. And so that's something to remember is you can always do a second take.
Yeah, that's a good point. Don't be afraid, and it's okay to put yourself out there. So Taylor, can you give your contact information so that way people know how to get a hold of you and actually learn a little bit and maybe some tips along the way that they can pick up by just following you on social media?
Yes, so you can follow us on social media at Financial Potion. We dominate that keyword search, so just look on YouTube for Financial Potion, where every Friday at 5 p.m. we actually post a new video to teach you more about how to do video on your own. We're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can learn more about us on our website, www.financialpotion.com. You can send me an email directly if you want to, chat about your unique situation or schedule a strategy session, and that is taylor@financialpotion.com, or feel free to give us a call, 480-999-5511.
And all of Taylor's information, her previous episode that she did with us, and her contact information is on our website, which is our patriotic, purpose-driven platform, everythinghometalkshow.com. You can go onto the episodes tab, look up her category, which would be in marketing, and just click on her banner, and you could listen to the show. And her links are there, too, also for her website. Thank you so much for coming on, Taylor. I really appreciate it. And I know that you're going to be very, now you can say mother-like as you hold my hand and guide me through my new adventure of doing videos. So now I'm not scared anymore.
Yes, I'm here to help.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Taylor.
Thank you, Michele. Appreciate you.
I would like to introduce you to another member of the Everything Home Socially Conscious Referral Network and Marketplace. And Steve is a new friend. He is the marketer for the Scottsdale area, Steve Sipress, and he's got a great organization, and he really is amazing at some of the things that he's offering in regards to his workshops, his masterminds, and he's really about relationships. So Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself, and obviously you want to make sure you get your contact information.
Well, thank you, Michele. I'm going to save people from boring them to death with telling them about myself, but I can let them know how I can help them. I'm running a workshop for Phoenix, Scottsdale area business owners and entrepreneurs. I call it the How to Earn Twice as Much with Half the Stress live workshop. And it's a lot of interactivity with sharp business owners and entrepreneurs from the area. I do some vetting to make sure only the right people are in the room. And I share strategies for generating cash, strategies for maximizing cash flow, strategies for reaching goals easier, faster, and better with less stress, and even offer an experience, a mastermind type experience where people are working together with some accountability and helping each people to guarantee their success. And I host that workshop at different venues throughout the area and at different times. But I could tell people that if they contact me, I can let them know when's the next workshop in their area, get to know them a little bit. They can get to know me a little bit. We'll see if they're right. I'll shoot them an invite. And in honor of you, normally it's a $500 ticket to attend, but I will make, I won't pick a certain number, but I'll make a number available for people coming through you and listening to your message to attend for free. So they should go to callwithsteve.com. Simple as that, callwithsteve.com, and they can choose a day and time that works for them on my calendar. We'll get on the phone for a little 10, 15-minute chat, and we'll see if we can help each other out, see if we're right for each other, and shoot them an invite to the free workshop.
Steve, thank you. I appreciate the offer to help our listeners here at Everything Home. I mean, the value that someone would get from a workshop like that is just tremendous. The one thing I do want to bring to the awareness of the listeners is, we were talking a little bit before we went on the air, and what I really appreciate not only is your attitude about the value of relationships and kind of going back to how really people can work together as opposed to feeling that they are in competition. They really are working in cooperation, but you're honest. You tell it like it is, and I don't think a lot of people, especially in a leadership role, well, whether it's a coach or somebody who's dealing with the one-on-ones and the masterminds, I don't think they necessarily give that honest opinion. I think that is what really small business owners and entrepreneurs really need to hear to get themselves to the next level.
Appreciate that. I'd agree. I have long been known as Straight Talk Steve, so it does take a little courage to deal with me, because you have to be willing to get some straight, no-nonsense talk. If you're looking for candy coating and hand-holding and all that kind of fuzzy and warm stuff, I'm not your man. But if you're looking for some straight-out advice with how to make more money with more fun and less stress, because to me that's what business is all about, I've been helping thousands of business owners do that for coming up on 4 decades. You mentioned the working together, because I call this the Get It Together Mastermind, because I really believe that people need, people have just been taught incorrectly ever since we went to school. And it was all about study for the test on your own. You have to memorize everything. There's no open book. There's no talking to your neighbors or looking at their work or looking at their paper. That's called cheating. Well, that's not the real world. But a lot of business owners, almost all of them, they get into the real world, and that's how they operate, that everyone's my competitor and I've got to do it all on my own. And That's just not true. In the real world, great things are only accomplished by people working together and, quote, cheating off somebody else's paper. For instance, if we're ever going to get a cure for cancer, it's going to come because scientists work together and publish all their research and go to conferences and freely share what the results are of their experiments. And so everyone doesn't have to start from scratch and do it all on their own. We would never come up with anything great. And I see that business should operate the same way. So I believe in cooperation instead of competition, and I help business owners really just enjoy their business more and, like I said, make a lot more money with a lot more fun, a lot more stress.
Steve, I'm glad that our paths had crossed and that you're now a member of our platform. Like I mentioned, the Everything Home Socially Conscious Referral Network and Marketplace. We're going to have Steve come and do a show to really kind of give some people insight as to all of the different talents that he has and how he can help the small businesses and other entrepreneurs, and really to ingrain that no competition. It is all about cooperation to really get your business and yourself to the next level. So Steve, welcome aboard. Like I said, I'm honored to be your new friend, and I'm excited to do the workshop myself and share that with the audience. It's almost like I have a before and after photo. So here I was when I was big and fat, and now I've been exercising. So look how great I look. I'm interested in sharing the before and after of how things have changed in our business and on our platform here after.
I like the analogy. I'm up to the challenge. I do have thousands of those type of before and after testimonial and case studies, and I look forward to adding you to the success stories. It's going to be a pleasure to work with you, and I assure you the honor is all mine for inviting me to your platform.
Oh, thank you. I guarantee that I will be probably your biggest promoter and number one testimonial. I have a big mouth, and I like to help out other good people doing good business and good things. I'm looking forward to sharing all this with the audience. So thank you, Steve. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to give the website one more time for Steve's workshop, callwithsteve.com. Go on there, fill out the information in order to set up a time to talk with Steve. And as he mentioned, he's going to give away a number of workshops, which are valued at $500 to our listeners. So go to the website, schedule your call with Straight Talk Steve, and take everything to the next level. And I might be at the workshop with you. Our next guest is one of our members of the Everything Home Socially Conscious Referral Network and Marketplace, Aimee Carlson. Her podcast is The Toxin Terminator. She's also a published best-selling author and public speaker, and a friend of mine. Aimee, thank you for coming into our world again by being part of our platform. Please share what's going on so that when our listeners need your services or want to learn something, they could go directly to our website, go to your page, and listen to your shows and get all the information that they need from you.
Michele, thank you so much for bringing me back on again. It's always an honor to be able to come in and speak with you and bring value to your audience. So thank you so much for that. The last year has been absolutely crazy exciting. We launched the podcast, The Toxin Terminator. My big passion is helping people live a toxin-free lifestyle. I talk about the 5 pillars of doing that, living that toxin-free lifestyle. So we have to look at the air that we breathe. We look at the water that we're taking in, not just internally, but on our bodies, what we're absorbing into our bodies, the foods that we're eating, and then also what's going on in between those 2 ears of ours, what's going up with our emotions and our mental health as well. So it's just a great honor to be able to help people, because there's so many people out there that are still suffering with chronic disease. They are suffering through chronic pain, mental illnesses, and they are really at wit's end. They just don't know where to turn. They are being told sometimes that it's in their head, that they're making these things up, that they're not getting proper diagnosis, and they're really at their wit's ends with it. So our program is to help them find hope and know that they're not alone, and not to give up. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and we can help walk you through some things that will make a significant impact in your life.
Speaking from your personal experience, when you went down this route, it changed your whole life from a health perspective, because you cured some of the issues that you had.
I did. So I was suffering from chronic disease. I had a lot of things going on with my body that was stress-related, very much stress related. I also had things that were going on in terms of what I was breathing in, and was causing a lot of neurological issues for me. I was suffering from headaches and migraines. I would actually lose vision on the left side. And I was told repeatedly from doctors there was really nothing they could do, and the medications that they did give me didn't provide any relief whatsoever. And when I found that fragrances in my home were actually a huge cause of what was going on, and I took that out of the home, it's been almost 7 years now, and I have not had a headache or a migraine at all.
Wow.
That's what I mean by people think it's going to be these major life-changing forces that they have to do, and sometimes it's just little tweaks that you can do within your everyday life that'll make huge impacts for you overall.
Little things. So do you want to give any information so that people can contact you directly?
Absolutely. So the best way to get a hold of me is through my website, which is just my name, and let me spell that out. It's AIMEE Carlson, CARLSON.com. And through there, you can listen to the podcast. We bring guests on that share their stories, or they might have a modality that will help us in living this lifestyle. You can get into my social media. You can also contact me directly right on through my website.
And you can subscribe directly to the podcast through there on the different listening platforms, and they can also start following you on social media. This is perfect.
Absolutely.
Aimee, I'm excited to have you back on, and I'm excited to listen to the podcast and maybe get myself back on track from a health standpoint. So you're probably getting a call next week.
There you go. Thank you, Michele. I appreciate you bringing me back on.
Oh, we're going to have you back again. Good luck with everything, and we'll talk soon. Well, I hope you found some value in the information our guests shared. All of their information and previous shows are listed on our website, everythinghometalkshow.com. Just go to the episodes tab, pick a category, and click anywhere on their banners to enjoy the show. All of our guests and experts' information on the shows are listed on our website, everythinghometalkshow.com. I encourage you to check it out and begin to use it as a resource to meet, hire, and learn from good people doing good business and good things. Just click anywhere on the banners and enjoy the show. Remember to like and follow Everything Home Talk Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And please let us know which topics you want to hear about and which guests you want to learn from. I appreciate you listening. Make it a great day, everybody.